Okay, so what this video will be is mostly where we'll talk about books, we'll get started for Daily 5, and I want to show you guys each other because some of you guys showed me the coolest stuff with stuff you've been doing with Daily 5 and books you've been reading. So this is where we will show you some of that. So I'll just start with me kind of with what I've been reading, but also we've got new additions to the library and ooh, should I just show you the new additions to the library? I just want to show you the new additions to the library. Okay, we're gonna do that actually. So, they come in waves because I ordered them off this website that they're cheaper books, and so they come from different places. So I sent in one big order, and some of them came from Arizona, and some of them are coming from Chicago, and so they come at different times, even though I ordered them at the same time. So these are just the books that we've got now. So these are new books in the library. First one that we got is the second, I'm thinking Giselle, and I think someone else is reading this too, but I know Giselle is for sure. But it's the second book in the Missing series. So, remember the one I showed you guys, with the plane, where, he was, the plane landed and there was, only babies on it? This is the second book, which I, from the whole series, the second one was my favorite by far, and I actually started rereading it last night. So, how far am I into it? I'm 62 pages in, so this book is so good. So if you have to have obviously read the first one, but if you've read the first one and you want the second one, let me know, because this book is so good, and I'll finish it really fast so that you can have it, because I think I'm coming to this school this week to get some stuff out of the classroom, so tell me and I'll come to your house and give you this one, okay? Next one that we have, I haven't read this yet, but everyone's been telling me it's really good. It's kind of like an older series. I don't know. I'll show you guys. But it's called Bone, and it's a graphic novel like this, and it's a series. And I think I'll read it today, and maybe I'll tell you guys tomorrow what I think of it. But I've heard these books are so good, but I don't know anything about it. And so if you're interested in this, let me know. But I'll try and read it tonight and talk to you guys about it tomorrow. But I've heard that this series is really, really good. And then the last book that is a part of our library is this trash book called The Beckett List. There's Beckett. She's not very bright. And if you want to read this, let me know and I'll come to your house and drop it off. But you've got to actually read it. You can't just let it sit and collect dust. Books are meant to be read. So if you want this, let me know. And I would love for one of you to actually really like this book, because then we can argue about it, because I love arguing about books. But trash. So those are the new books that are in our library, and I'm so excited. So next I'll show you guys some stuff that other people sent in, and I'll give you guys show you what I've been doing for Daily 5. And sometimes in some of the videos I'm wearing a different outfit, because I try to film a few days in advance. It's a whole thing. But so sometimes I'm wearing a different outfit, but as we're filming and I'm submitting it, I'm wearing this striped sweater. Have you guys ever seen SpongeBob? This is so dumb, I'm so sorry. There's a part where SpongeBob sings a song called Striped Sweater, and I just remember that. There's this part where he's the best time to wear a striped sweater. I'm gonna see if okay, that is so dumb, I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with books. I'll see if I can find it and send it though, because it's so funny. And it's got a turtleneck, oh my gosh! Okay, now I have to find this video and show you. Oh. Hi guys! Okay, I think this is the video. It's so dumb, guys. I know it's so dumb, but after I filmed the video to you guys where I was oh my gosh, a striped sweater, I sent it to all 3 or 4 of my friends who I knew would get the joke, and I was you guys, I'm wearing a striped sweater, and they're all responding and being oh my gosh, it's a striped sweater. It's so dumb. I'm aware it's dumb. Keep reading, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to show you our Daily 5 update. So this is stuff that people sent me from last week, and I'll show you some stuff. You guys did like some super cool stuff. Some people sent me videos, some people sent me pictures. So I'm gonna show those to you guys. And then quick, Milo tried to send me something, but like when I clicked on it, it was just like an empty file. So kudos to you, Milo. I think you tried to send me something. If you want to try and send me it again, we'll try for tomorrow to see if we can get them in for tomorrow's. But we'll see. But I want to show you guys the stuff you guys sent me, and also I want you guys to send me stuff, and I want you guys to talk to me about books. But if there's anything that you're like, Miss Holmes, like, I don't want you to show this to the class. I just want this to be like a me and you thing. Totally fine. Like, if you want to tell me about a book you're reading right now, but you're like, I don't need to tell the whole class this, just like type a note that's like, don't show this to the class. Or like, if you're filming a video, just say, just between me and you, like, this is what I'm doing. But like, I loved the gut stuff that you guys sent me, and I like want to show you guys. So I'm super proud of what you guys did. That's why I'm showing you. But again, like, if you're like, Miss Holmes, like, I don't want the class to see, totally fine. Still send me stuff and just say, don't show the class this, and I won't. I'll totally respect that. But I just want to show you guys the stuff you guys did because it's so cool. And then I'll give you like updates on like the stuff that I'm doing. But like, these are so cool. I'm so excited.
I just finished Refugee. I also finished Found when I just finished Refugee. I also finished Found when I just finished Refugee. I also finished Found when I
Eve, congratulations! I'm so glad that you finished Refugee and you finished like the first Found. Like, okay, Refugee is amazing. If you guys haven't read Refugee, look it up. It's so good. I think I'm going to maybe read it to my class next year, whatever grade I teach next year. I don't know what grade I'm teaching, but I think I'm gonna read them to the next year. And I want to read Grenade so badly, but the libraries are closed, which is so lame. Which is why I'm like having to borrow all these books. It's so lame. So, and then Eve, if you want it or someone else wants it, I've totally got it because I'm coming up to Salt Lake sometime this week because I live far away from Salt Lake, but I'm coming. So if you want it, I'm sure you're reading something else. So if you're like, Miss Holmes, I'm reading something else right now, that's fine. But if you want it, I got it, okay? Okay, here is some of our word work updates. So our first one, I think it's cute. It is cute, Claire. Okay, Claire did word work and she sent me like this really cool selfie of her with it. And that's actually what I did today too. I did word work, I did dictionary dig, and then dictionary dig didn't take me very long. And so then I also did where you like write a story. So like that's what I did for word work today. Took me forever, and Claire did it too. So nice job, Claire! Yay! Also, I just like love the photo. It's so chic. I love it. Okay, and then Evelyn sent me like a photo of like she did like rainbow words. I think rainbow words is like the next one I want to do because let me see if I can just like do this quickly. I've got all these gel pens that like a friend gave to me and they're like color coded. I think this is wasted and I think I need to do word work and do color words like Evelyn just did because it's totally being wasted. So I think that's my next step. I think that's gonna be my next one. But yay, Evelyn! Good for you, babe!
I'm doing some word work while watching some Percy Jackson.
Oh, Maybelle, look at you watching the Percy Jackson movies, even though if you've read the books, you know they're not anything like the books. They're a million times better. But I'm so proud of you. Yay, Maybelle! Nice job. Very proud of you. During word work, very snaps for you. Very efficient, Maybelle. Nice job. Okay, up next we have some reads to self, and Eve gave us her read to self, but she also gave like another update, which is why I put hers somewhere else. But then these are other people who also submitted me their read to self stuff, okay? So first got Evelyn again. Yay, Evelyn! I can't tell what you're reading. I think that's one of the princess books. You're gonna have to tell me because I can't tell, but I'm thinking I like can see the cover. I think that's one of the princess books. And also, such a chic photo. Look at you, even in quarantine, looking nice. Bravo. I'm totally in my pajamas except for when I'm recording. So good for you. So, yay, Evelyn. What are you reading right now? Okay. And then Isabel, this like when I like opened up this photo, I was like, because that's my book. That's Milkweed. This is why I call her Stop Thief. Because in the book, the character doesn't know his name, but he's a thief and he's always stealing things, and people are always going, Stop Thief! And so he thinks his name is Stop Thief. Ah, Isabel, I'm proud of you. Have you finished it yet? I bet you're pretty close, because, like, we haven't been doing anything else. If you want a different book, or if you want me to pick up that one for you, let me know, because I think I'm coming up this week, so you just gotta tell me, okay? Yay, Evelyn! Like, seriously, like, when I opened up this one, I was like, look at Stop Thief reading Stop Thief. Nice job, babe!
I'm gonna read Percy Jackson, and yeah, I'm probably just gonna hang out.
Ah, Mabel, you are just on a Percy Jackson kick, aren't you? I cannot blame you. They're amazing. You guys, if you've never read Percy Jackson, they're so good. I have the first one if you need it. And Mabel, you've been on such a kick, I bet you might have finished it. But if you want the next one, I totally have the Battle of the Labyrinth. That's the next one. And I have, it's right, I bet I could show you. I'm like careful because like I don't want you guys to see like certain parts of my room, but I bet I could like, maybe I should just switch to my phone. Maybe I'll try and film on my phone. But I think I've got the next one. Like I've got some of your guys' books like right there. And so like I have a ton of books over here and a ton of books over here. But your guys' books, I've got some like right there. Maybe I'll try and switch to my phone. But anyway, so if you want it, I got it. So I want it, I got it. Little Ariana reference for you. But I have it if you want it. So let me know. And for my read to self, I don't have the books with me, so maybe I should switch to my phone so I can show you, or maybe I should re-record this video. No, I'm not. Sorry, guys. But I will go to my phone for a second, see if I can. We'll figure it out. You'll find out in a second. Okay, I just went and I grabbed these books, and then like I'll switch to my phone to show you guys some stuff, because if you want some of these books, like tell me. But I finished Wish Tree. It took me like 2 hours. It was super fast. I totally get why it's one of the Beehive nominee books this year. It's really, really good. Kind of different, but I liked it. I did really like it. And then I also, I finished yesterday. I've read this book before. It was a reread, but I just finished Man's Search for Meaning, which is like a really amazing book, and read it when you're a little bit older. But really good book. If you're an adult watching this, I recommend it. Man's Search for Meaning. I think it should be required reading for every adult. But then I got thinking about, okay, so before I left the classroom like on Monday or last Monday, I like grabbed a ton of books from the library that like I've always wanted to read, but I never have. And that's what these books are, which I want to show you guys. But this was one of them. And Maggie, I have never actually read Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew is like a mystery series, and it's like kind of an older series. Like my mom used to read Nancy Drew, and so I just like never got really into it. And then I never really considered kids reading it until I saw Maggie reading it, and I was like, maybe I should be reading these because like Maggie's reading them. And so I started reading the first Nancy Drew. This is from our library. Oh my goodness, it's so good. They're like these mysteries, and I love them. And so, but the good news is that this is like a 2 thing because they put both books together. So here's the first one, and then here's the second one. And so Maggie, like I had no idea that like these books like were this good until like I kind of thought like there was something that like people used to read but not anymore. But oh my goodness, read Nancy Drew, guys. Like start with the first one, but like I love it. Maggie, excellent taste. And then the last thing is, so there's this book called Anna Karenina, and it's for adults. And I've got a couple friends who are like, Carly, like at least once in your lifetime you have to read Anna Karenina. And I always just kind of put it off because Anna Karenina is like a really old book. It was originally written in Russian, and it's like really intense, and I've never even started it, but I know it's intense, and I know that because one time I was looking it up, and like they recommend when you're reading the book, they have like graphs of the characters so you can follow what's going on, because there are so many characters and it's so complicated that you need like pictures to help you understand what's going on. And I'm like, that concerns me. But my friend is like, Carly, like you have free time, like you should read Anna Karenina. And I'm like, ugh. And I'm thinking maybe I'll buy like the audiobook version of it and listen to it while I read it. I feel like maybe that's best, but and then I was like, well, maybe I should buy it, because I know it looks like I do, but I don't buy a lot of books. I like borrow and go to the library for most of my books. But I was actually shopping for clothes, and this ad popped up that was like cheap books for $2, and I clicked on it, and Anna Karenina was one of them, and I was like, oh, sure, why not? And then it came, but you guys, look at this. It's a beast. And like, not even that, it's like teeny, teeny, tiny text. And I'm like, this is gonna take me 6 months. Like, this is huge. Like, you could hurt someone with this. Like, huh? So I'm not sure if I'm gonna start Anna Karenina. I'll keep you posted. But I've got a couple friends who are like, you've got to read Anna Karenina, and I'm like, do I? Do I? Huh. But in the meantime, I'm loving this, and I'm loving this. Unless Giselle or Eve want it, and then I'll give it to you. But this kind of scares me, to be honest. This is a little intimidating to me, to be honest. Okay, and now I will show you some of the people. My cat just ran away. And now I will show you some of the people that did listen to reading. So we've got Evelyn. This was a screenshot Evelyn sent me. I'm pretty sure she's listening to Esperanza Rising. Ah, do you love it? I have to tell you, the last like line in Esperanza Rising, when I read it, I was like, that was beautiful. And I like wrote it in my journal because I loved it so much. So I hope that you are loving that one. I just, Evelyn, that one makes my heart so happy.
Right now I'm going to listen to Percy Jackson on my iPad, and yeah.
Abel, what are you listening to? Like, with Percy Jackson, is it like a different series? Like, I saw that video and I just started cracking up. What are you listening to right now? Okay, and then for Miss Holmes, what I've done is for audiobooks is so making your guys' videos take forever, specifically the math one. Like, it ends up like math each day ends up being like a 4-hour project because you have to film it, like build the lesson, film the videos, which take forever, and then the way that the math works, like licensing rights, I have to use certain programs, and so I have to record it, and while I'm like, once it's filmed, I have to record it on my laptop, and while I record it on my laptop, I can't talk, and I can't like leave, so I just have to let my laptop run and not make any noise for like over an hour while it like re-records. And so what I do is I go onto my Overdrive app and I listen to my book with my AirPods in, and I just sit on my bed and listen. So right now I'm listening to The Librarian of Auschwitz, which at first was really depressing and it's still really sad, but it's getting pretty good, and it's like 14 hours long, and I'm like 5 hours in, and I think I'm going to be able to finish it in the next couple days, because I listen to it when I do that, which is like an hour project, and I'll probably listen to it while I'm finishing up this project, and then when I go running, or like when I get ready in the morning and do my hair and all that, I just put my AirPods in. But it is getting so good, so that's what I'm listening to, and I'm listening to it on Overdrive. And if any of you guys are having issues on Overdrive or on Epic, message me and tell me, because like, we can figure it out. Like, I don't want you not listening to audiobooks just because you can't figure out the program. Like, we can definitely, or if you're just like, Miss Holmes, like, there's no good audiobooks. No. Trust me, there's always something for you. So tell me and we'll, like, figure it out for you, okay? But that is what I'm listening to right now. Okay, and now here is, I feel like I start all my videos with, okay, I'm gonna try and stop that. But okay, here is Read with Partner. And actually, like, as the stuff was coming in, I was like, oh, like, did no one like send any stuff with Read with Partner? We got one. So Isabel sent us a Read with Partner. They read The Gingerbread Man, Loose, I'm gonna assume that says On the Fire Truck. And who is your mystery person doing this? I'm assuming his sister, but yay, Isabel, nice job. Air 5, nice job. Here are some of the books, not all of these, but some of these books are the books that I grabbed for you guys from the library that I wanted to show you. That these are books that, like, I haven't read yet, like, I want to read. These two books right here, these are, like, the next two books in the City of Ember. I didn't know that they were a series, but they are a series. And so, yeah. So, I'm going to read those. Johnny Tremaine, amazing. Space Case is amazing. Warriors is so good. Where's the first one? Right there. Here is Warriors. It's about, I know it looks kind of weird, but Warriors is about, like, they're cats and they live in clans, and there's, like, Thunder Clan, River Clan, Shadow Clan, and you're a warrior, and you have an apprentice that you train to fight, and, like, they are so good. I'm obsessed with these books. I read these books, like, 4th and 5th grade me, this is, like, all I read. They were, like, they fight, like, the clans fight against each other, and they go to war, and there's, like, leaders, and, like, it's so good. So if you're interested in Warriors, or you're just like, Miss Holmes, tell me more, like, Warriors is so good. And then, Dragon Slippers. This is a book, it's about a girl who's, like, I think, like, her like, aunt and uncle, like, make her go hang out with a dragon to, like, try and get, like, a prince to save her. But she's not a princess, she's just, like, a regular person. And so, obviously, a prince doesn't come to save her, and she, like, makes a deal with the dragon. And, like, there's, like, oh, it's so good. Like, if you're looking for, like, a new series, because after Dragon Slippers, then I've got these two, and I met the author for the next two, and I've got them signed, I'm pretty sure, yeah, by the author. And this one got wet, which is so sad, but they are so good. And there's, like, a prince in it, and there's, like, I know it's signed by the author. Where is it? Yeah, Dragon Spirit, right there, signed by the author. So, if you're looking for, like, another good series, like, Dragon Slippers is amazing. Space Case I want to read, so good. Space Case, right there, that's, like, another one on my list. And then, Benny, I wanted to get you the next Harry Potter. Ooh, should I go to Jack's room? Ooh, should I do that? Oh, give me a second. Yeah, we're gonna go to Jack's room really fast, because he's got some books. So, this is my brother's room. He doesn't live here right now. He lives in Kansas. That's, like, all of his sports stuff. That's, like, his basketball shrine that, like, goes over his bed that I keep telling my parents they need to take down. I think it's weird. Maybe it's not, but I think it's weird. So, okay, so Benny, the 5th Harry Potter, the illustrated version isn't out yet, but we've got the illustrated version. And does he have any other... Wait a second. Okay, I think I'm mad at my brother. Give me a second. Okay, here are some of the books. Hi, so originally I was like, I'm gonna respect his privacy and all that, because he's not here right now. But now that I've seen this situation, I'm mad at him. So now, whatever. And it's Monday, so he can call me. We're gonna talk. So, Benny, book 5 Harry Potter, if you want it, you can borrow it. Just tell me. But, guys, look at this. So, I don't buy a lot of books, and, like, usually, like, our books, me and Jack, like, if we both liked them, and we keep them in a library upstairs. We have, like, a giant library upstairs where we keep a ton of books. And so, when I came in here, I was like, oh, these are just his books. Like, and, like, the books in my room are my books. And, like, if there are books, we share them. And Jack just happens to own the Harry Potter box. And I knew that, so I was like, yeah, like, I'll just go in Jack's room with that. But then I got looking. So, I let Jack, we share books all the time. And I let Jack borrow a book, like, how long has he been gone? Like, over a year. So, like, 2 years ago, I let him borrow this book. And he was like, I love it. And I was like, right? And then he, like, I thought he returned it, we couldn't find it, and then before he left, I was like, hey, like, do you know where this book is? And he was like, oh, no, like, that's so weird, but I love that book, it was so good. And I was like, right? He had it the whole time. And he, like, this is it, right here. And, like, if you see, like, you can't see the spine, so you can't read it, and it's upside down, so you can't even see the cover. He's had my book the whole time, all the light we cannot see. He's had it this whole time. Not happy. And then I got looking. American Sniper. That's our book. I was looking for this, like, as like 2 years ago. I was like, Jack, do you know where American Sniper was? And he's like, no, where is American Sniper? The little snake had it the whole time. And then, this is where I get mad. Because this and this, mine. These are mine. And I know what you're thinking. Things fall apart. Miss Holmes, how can you really prove that's yours? Because I wrote in it. Those writings, that's me. I wrote in this book. And Heart of Darkness, that's mine. And actually, I don't like Heart of Darkness, and he does, so I'll probably let him keep this one. But still, mine. So before, I was, like, respecting his privacy, but now, okay, if you want the Fire Within series, starts with this one, let me know. If he's got a ton... Oh, Maybell? Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Demigod Files, you need to finish the rest of the series first. But if you want these, this is supposed to be in the public library, like our upstairs library. That's where we keep... I'm ticked. I'm ticked at Jack. Okay, and now, Life of Pi. Actually, this is his. That one's actually his. But if you want it, you can borrow it. Swiss Family Robinson, really good book. If you want to borrow it, before I was going to respect his privacy. Not anymore, Jack. You can't do anything about this. If they want it, it's yours. And then, okay. If you want the baseball box prophecy signed by the author to Carly and Jack, the little snake. If you want this book, tell me, because you can borrow it. He's got a ton of sports books. If you want Travel Team, Summer Ball, The Big Field, Ray and Me. I actually think some of you, I feel like I know this book. I feel like some of you boys have read this. The Bat Boy, $1 Million Throw, Heat, Just Tell Me. And you can borrow Jack's books. I was gonna respect his privacy before and be a good sister, but he crossed the line. And I know what you're thinking, like, Miss Holmes, like, you probably just forgot. No, he didn't, because I know my brother. He totally did this to mess with me. He totally, because, like, he will hide things for months, and be like, oh, I don't know where that is, and then just, like, he hid something under my bed once, and not, like, under it, like, under the bed and, like, up in the mattress. So, like, here's the floor, he hid it above it, and I couldn't find it for months. And then, like, one day he was just, like, talking in my room, and, like, he would come in my room all the time and talk, and then he just, like, casually, like, pulled it out, and he's like, ah! And I was like, this is totally him. He just does this to mess with me. Like, he totally took this and put it upside down and sideways, like that, just to make fun of me. And I know that he was going to come home after 2 years and be like, oh, by the way, remember that book you couldn't find for 2 years? I was in my room the whole time. Don't mess with me, Jack. If you want Jack's books to borrow, let me know. In fact, it would make me happy. And that is kind of what the Daily 5 video will be. It will not be this long every day, like, I promise. But what we'll do is every day, if you send me stuff, I'll build a video and have it out the next day. So, and again, if you don't want, like, other kids to see it, still send me stuff, because I miss seeing your guys' cute faces. So still send me stuff, but if you don't want other kids to see it, just, like, type a message that says, like, on, like, because you can, like, add a message when you submit stuff. So just say, like, Miss Holmes, like, I don't want other people to see this, or just, like, say it in the video. But I just, like, loved all the stuff you guys sent, like Eve's stuff, and Isabel's stuff, and Claire's, like, her picture. Like, I just loved all of it. So, and if I missed any of you guys, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm still trying to, like, figure out the program. But yeah, that's how it works. And so now we're gonna go into Daily 5. So remember, 3 rotations, each rotation, minimum 20 minutes. And then you just take that, after this video, there's like it looks like a quiz where you just say what you did, and I'll put the journal prompt up too, so you can write. And then there's another, after the quiz, there's another one where you can put if you have any stuff that you want to send me, like any pictures, or just like if you want to like write a note about a book that you're reading right now. And I'll put a little place that it says book recommendations, that if there was a book that I talked about that you really want, type it and tell me. Or if I didn't talk about it, but you know it's in our classroom library, say like, hey, Miss Holmes, like I think this book is in the classroom library, because it's kind of a project for Miss Holmes to go to Salt Lake now, because I can work from home. I don't need to drive there to do it, but I am going this week. So tell me, because I can go to the classroom, or if you want a book, tell me and we can do like a home visit. But the rule is with the book recommendations, if I give you a book, you actually have to read it. You can't just like let it sit in your house for 2 weeks, because I'm going to be bugging you and being like, hey, like, how's that book going? So, but if you want one, like if you want Bone, which I think sounds really good, or if you want this trash, like, just tell me, okay? And multiple people might request it, or if you want like Dragon Slippers or Warriors, any of those books, or one of, if you want one of Jack's books, please tell me. But if you want one of those books, just tell me, and it'll be kind of a first come first serve basis. And also, like, if you're reading another, if like a couple people ask for the same book, I might ask like, well, are you reading anything right now? Because if you're reading something and the other person's not, I might be like, okay, I'm gonna give it to them first, let them read it. So I might, it'll just kind of have to depend. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes. But yeah, if you guys want one of these books, like, tell me. And if you finished one of the books that's like one of the classrooms, or one that I let you borrow, like if you borrowed a book that's not yours, it's mine, and you're finished with it, tell me in the book recommendations things like, Miss Holmes, this book's finished. Like, you can come get it, and I can come pick up your books. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so Daily 5 now.